Hi, welcome to MCR3U Functions the Summer School 2026. My name is Briar Manning and I am going to be your summer school teacher this year. I just thought I'd make a little introduction video to kind of give you an idea of how the course will work, where to find some different information, and get you started off hopefully on the right foot. I will preface this that this is a hard course. One, it's a big jump from grade 10 academic to this 3U course, even bigger than what you'll find with advanced functions. 3U to advanced functions isn't as bad as what this, it's a lot bigger jump. On top of that, this is a very condensed course. We are doing it in just over 3 weeks. Which is normally a 4-month course. So you can expect to put in probably, they say 6+ hours a day onto this course. So if it is something that you can't commit that amount of time to, you might want to rethink taking it this summer. There is a large wait list, so if it is something that you don't think it's going to work out, please drop it within this first week. Ideally, you can just contact me if you're under 18 and we'll go through your parents. Otherwise, if you're over 18, you are able to make that decision yourself. But yeah, really think about whether you can put in the necessary time. I have really structured it really well to help you if you're not great with organizing your time. There is a calendar, which I will show you here in a minute, that will help you get a feel for what the workload is, and then you can decide if this course is for you or not. Okay? All right, so you obviously found the course homepage because you found this video, and good for you. Basically, this news feed, I'm going to update every day with giving you a little brief what you should do and link it to all the course content. So you can see here today, our to-do list is 1, complete the summer school orientation course. This course is mandatory to complete, and you won't see anything else of our course in the content until you complete that quiz. So if I show you what it would look like if I view as a student, and I haven't completed the quiz yet, if I go to the content right now, nothing shows up. Right? All that shows is this e-learning orientation, and you need to go through that orientation and then complete this quiz, and then from there the rest of the course will all pop up. So if I stop viewing as a student, go back to that content, you can see the whole course is there now. Okay, so in this content, basically I've structured it into 7 units. We're doing 6 of them are being assessed. The 7th unit I'll go over a little bit. There's a course orientation. That's one place where you can access our calendar. Another place you can access it is here in this calendar right here. There's a course overview. This is like our syllabus on what the course is about, what units is expected, what each one is about. A little bit of information for me on this Meet the Teacher as well. It's got a link to our Desmos classroom to set up, giving you an idea of what my email is if you want to set up a meet on Teams or anything. And then my office hours, which will be between 9 and 2. I'll answer any emails and set up any Teams meets that I need to have during that time. That's when I'm available to you. And it's okay if you're doing the course outside of those hours. By all means, do whatever works for you. I imagine a lot of you are not getting up for 9 a.m. every day. That's okay. As long as you're putting around 6 hours in, when those 6 hours are, doesn't matter to me, but I won't respond to emails unless it's between the 9 and 2. So if you sent it at 10 o'clock the night before, I'll answer it in the morning, and you'll see it when you access the course next, okay? In terms of emailing, I prefer you to email me through your either Gmail or Outlook, whatever your school board uses, as opposed to emailing me through this D2L, only because I can't reply very easily if I'm not at my computer to your email, if I'm not on D2L otherwise. So if you do it to my Outlook, if I can, even if it is outside of that 2 p.m., if I see that the message comes in on my phone, I will try to respond. But if you do through D2L, I won't see it unless it's between 9 and 2. Okay. How to navigate D2L just gives you some feedback on what to do, how discussion posts work, the content, a little bit of information on plagiarism, and then some tips on how to be successful in summer school. It's just a good idea to read through it. Here's our first unit. Basically, each unit is broken into lessons and then a culminating task. Each lesson you're going to see, you won't see the teacher's notes and all that. You'll just see the content. You click on it. I've been getting pop-up errors. If some do it, just ignore it. I don't know. So some of the learning goals aren't clicking right. It's not on every single lesson, so just exit out of it and it doesn't affect anything. Each lesson is structured as a minds-on action and consolidation. There's a number of embedded videos, activities for you to do, with some have solutions that you can click on to see how well you did. There's discussion posts that are embedded throughout as well that you can click on and then contribute to that discussion. Those discussion posts are contributing to your 10% observation and conversation mark. So I'm not necessarily going to respond to them, and I'm not expecting you to necessarily respond to your peers. But if you want to up that participation and engagement mark, one place to do it is with those discussion posts. There are also in here the Desmos activities. Again, these aren't marked. They're just for you to help learn. And I can give you some feedback on how you're doing or answer any questions you have on them. Now, these Desmos activities, what I've done is, because everyone's going to be working at a different pace probably, or close to it at different times, I've just opened all of them up. So it'll look like this, and you're going to see all of the Desmos activities for the whole course here, but you click on the one that you're supposed to be doing or what that you wanted to do. So like here, this one's on finding domain and range, to just give you an idea of how to make those constraints. It doesn't even have it communicate it perfectly using set notation, which you'll see in the notes more, but it at least helps you with finding what the constraint would be for domain and range. So yes, those, you have to add yourself to the classroom, and then you'll be able to access those anytime. And then this is proper set notation that I was talking about for domain and range. So then once you get to the consolidation, which is at the end, it will tell you here what you actually need to complete to get marks. So every lesson has a quiz associated with it. You can click this link or go to the quizzes tab, and that's where you will see all your quizzes. So each quiz and culminating task for that matter, you will have 2 attempts. The quizzes for sure will auto-publish. So once you've completed it, it will give you how you did. It'll give you feedback on where you went wrong, give you part marks if maybe you didn't get the whole complete answer, but you were slightly right, and that gives you an idea of maybe where you went wrong when answering the question. So really important for you to click on those and read the feedback. If you don't know how to read feedback on D2L, send me an email and I'm happy to go over it with you through a meet, and I can walk you through it. So once you get one, go through the content again, look through what you did wrong, and then if you want to do a second attempt, it's there for you. I will take the best out of the 2. Okay, that's the way the marks will do. It'll take the best out of 2. Those quizzes, you don't have to show me any rough work, but on the culminating tasks, you do. So each culminating task, there's instructions there where you need to submit your rough work to this culminating tasks Dropbox folder. So in the end, you'll have 6 submissions because there's 6 culminating tasks that go towards contributing to your 30% culminating mark. It's important for you to submit them there. If you don't have any rough work there, I won't mark the quiz or the culminating task. Okay, so you have to submit your work. That's your paper. Submit images of it as JPEGs or whatever other way, I don't know, whatever ones, PDFs also works. I can sometimes open HEIC, but I prefer you to convert them, and the course requires you to do it. It's in the course home orientation thing. I do have a Mac, so I can download them, but I can't write feedback on them if you do that, so I prefer you to convert it to a JPEG or PDF, please. What else? So that is how the content goes. Make sure you keep your own notes. Do the quizzes at the end. And marks, I will make sure your marks are updated to the grades at the end of each day. So if you've completed that quiz at midnight, let's say, maybe you're a night owl, and you complete the culminating task, by the end of the next day, your marks will be updated on D2L. So you can always look to see where your grades are going. In terms of your grades, basically the way that grade book is going to show, if I go view as a student right now and look at grades, so you can see right now it is just showing you that I haven't done anything, right? And it will give you your final or your mark of what you've got so far in that unit. You won't see any of this. Unit 7's gone. And some of these quizzes are gone too, to be honest. So you won't ever complete them. You'll notice they're not all necessarily in order because I've condensed the course. But as you look your grade, it's going to kind of be going down as you progress, because right now I'm not giving you zeros for anything not completed. If you would prefer that, let me know and I can adjust how I show the grades for it. But it is something to keep track of. You can see it where your marks are and how you're doing each time. That's specifically for the assignments and the culminating. Those quizzes will auto-populate for you. You'll see how you did right away. Okay. What else do I have on my list here to go through with you? Here, I'll look at the calendar and you can kind of see how I've paced you. Oh, whoa. I don't know why it's showing that. I might have to check. If anyone else got that, let me know, because something's wrong then. I'll have to make sure that quick link works. Again, you can always access it here, okay? So here is our calendar. You can see today, you should go through the orientation, which you have to do in order to see the rest of the course. And then you should complete the lesson 1A and 1B content and quizzes. Okay, so that's a general guideline of what you should do today. Now, there are no real due dates. I put due dates down in the checklist. If you like checklists, you can keep track of how you're doing there too. But they're not hard deadlines. Like if you are, busy on the Thursday and didn't quite get everything done, or you were struggling with the content and wanted to set up a Google Meet to go over it before you wrote the quiz, you can do it the next day. It's okay. This is just a general idea for you to stay on task, because that's a major key to success. Stay on top of all this. If you don't, it can snowball very quickly. Part of your engagement in this course is part of your observation and conversation mark. So, if you don't engage for 4 days, you're dropped from the course. So it's very important for you to be actively accessing this course and completing some content. It tells me everything that you've done and what you've read. So it's very important for you to go through that. These unit assignments are available in the Dropbox. So here are the unit assignments. You can click on this and it will give you a link to that assignment. They're just one-page assignments. You're going to need to submit your work shown and those to this Dropbox folder. And then I will mark those and give you feedback, okay? By the end of the day, the next day. What else is on that calendar here? So you can see a general idea of what you should do each day. The Unit 7... This one, I don't have any quizzes. You're not going to complete any quizzes. This is kind of our last day of the course. I'm going to use your engagement and how much you've read through that as part of your observation and conversation, okay? So there's a rubric for the end of that observation and conversation, and it takes into effect, I don't know why I've had a brain fart on the word there. But anyways, it's going to take into consideration, that's the word I'm looking for, what your discussion post engagement has been, how much of Unit 7 you did, any back and forth we've had and observations I've had with you. Anything I have there towards that will contribute to that 10% of that mark, okay? The rest of the course takes up 90%. 30% culminating, and then the rest of it is course those quizzes, okay? Each quiz you can see on this course calendar, it tells you how much it's worth. So like lesson 10A quiz is only worth 1%, lesson 4B's quiz is 1.73%. So they're all worth a little bit different. So just to give you an idea of how much you might want to put in, which ones to, if you're going to skip one that's 1% over one that's 1.73. Okay? That's about it for the content. And grades I've gone over, quizzes I've seen. I hope I haven't missed anything. Just remember to engage daily, that I'm keeping track of all of that. Really follow that calendar course. On the course homepage, I've put also my contact information and my hours for you, that you can book a Google Meet or Teams Meet by appointment anytime you want. I also put this work to do list here. So it gives you an idea of where you're at, and if you haven't submitted something, it'll show up there still. I also made this checklist. I don't know, some people like checklists, so you don't have to use this. Don't worry about it. But here it's broken down to each unit, and then you can click off what you completed. Each one of these kind of tells you, go to the content, read through it, complete the quiz, etc., etc. Okay? So that's all there for you too. It'll look a little different for you guys. And that's about it. I think that if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at any time. I'm just going to be marking and doing paperwork, so I'll be happy to see a face sometimes. Again, email me. My email's all over the place, on the course homepage, on the course orientation page. Don't hesitate to reach out. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. And that's about it. Stay on top of it. That calendar is a major key to success. Access that calendar, work ahead a little bit. I really recommend it, especially for the first 2 units or 3 units. It's review of grade 10 academic primarily. Radicals maybe is new, but otherwise you should be able to work through it a little bit faster, get yourself in a little bit ahead of the game, because I would say, the periodic functions and some of the sequence stuff, that will be new. And so you might need a little extra time than one day to learn it. So feel free to work ahead. It's all open to you. Make sure you're completing the work on your own, and don't forget to submit your rough work in order to have those tasks marked. Okay? Good luck today. I look forward to working with you this summer, and take care. Bye.